Hey everybody, welcome to the back and forth. I am Kevin and this is my esteemed co-host.
Chanel. Welcome everybody.
All right, she said welcome everybody. Spell it. All right, so Chanel, we got an interesting topic this week. But before we get into it, I want you all to make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification button so y'all know when we putting this new fresh content out here. And the thing should be beeping right now. Bing, bing, bing. Whatever that is going to do. Just hit that buttons down below. And so y'all know when we're putting that new content out here. But Chanel, got an interesting topic this week.
Yes.
And it's got to deal with child support. Or is it? Could be child support. Could be some money. But we know it's a hot topic. Especially when it comes to people. Especially when it comes to people paying this money. And some people are real particular about their money and having that money not going out and just being spent all kinds of ways, all willy-nilly, and all kinds of ways. So I got a video I want to play. So I'm going to do our best on the editing to make sure we get the bleeps and the bloops in there, the bleepity bleeps in there, and the pixelations. So bear with us as we play this, and we're going to put it through the magic of technology. We're going to put it in the middle. You ready? Here we go.
I think so.
Here we go.
Why, Daddy?
Talk to your mama. Talk to your mama. Don't talk to me. Talk to your mama. Same reason why your mama wanted more money and she told she wanted child support. And she think I'm gonna continue to do for y'all. Nah, hey, talk to your mama. Don't call me for nothing. Y'all don't even have to call me no more. Talk to your mama, not me. Deal with your mama. Now call your mama and talk to your mama about it. Ask her why she did what she did, and that'll explain why I did what I did. Now I will not be coming to get y'all no more. Yes, I am home. I'm not coming to get y'all no more. Talk to your mama. She don't care about how y'all feel. She don't care about the kid. That money home. So I'm not coming no more.
Okay. Jesus wept. Jeez. Say it with your chest. And say what you mean what you say. Chanel, what are your thoughts on this? Yeah, sure. What are your thoughts on this?
Woo wee, Kev, this is something right here. This is something right here. I'm gonna go at it from another perspective. Gonna go at it another perspective because I think that it warrants addressing this perspective. Sometimes moms and dads, things don't work out with them, right?
Yeah.
However, we know man trying to get his job on the city with the city, with the city dump the city sanitation company.
Wow.
And he in between jobs or whatever the case may be, so they trying to make it work. She's not gonna put him on child support because she want him to be around and those types of things. However, circumstances change. He may done got a new girlfriend, or he's been inconsistent, or he got some Gucci slides. Whatever the case may be, she had a change of heart and slapped him with child support. Now, here's the thing about that, Kev. I know every scenario is different. Some people, you can have a conversation about it. Sometimes you just got to do that. And I just want to say to the women out there that are struggling raising children that are not just yours, you've got to do what's best for that child. Period. Even if you are getting child support, you've got to manage your funds so that it's still within the best interest of that child. This father is upset because it sounds like the children are calling him to spend time with them, but he's upset because he has been slapped with those child support papers. Okay? Now, again, this maybe couldn't have been handled a different way because they may have had a volatile relationship at this point. I don't know. But I will say, like I said, I have to bring out that other point, because if you are struggling unnecessarily because you're scared that he's not going to spend time with these kids, but you can't properly take care of those kids, you got to do what you got to do, because those kids need to be taken care of. Mm-hmm. Go ahead,
Kev. Okay. So, all I can say is this thing escalated quickly. Because little man probably just called dad, spend some time with him. Mm-hmm. And so something was built up inside of him. That was like a little crock pot. You know, that pressure had been built up.
Pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So some of us gonna, you know what I meant. You're going to try to call that pressure cooker.
I don't think crock pots boil over.
Hey, I got one of those crock pot things in there. I forgot what it's called. I got an Instapot.
How about that? Yeah, that's a pressure cooker.
It's a crock pot too. Crock pot, potato, tomato. But what I'm saying is, this thing had been building up in him, and you could hear it by the tone of his voice. He was not having it, and he was not going to let what was going on affect him, affect his day, because he flat out said, if I'm not mistaken, I'm at home and I'm not coming to get you. Mm-hmm. So he is done. So whatever relationship that him and the mother of the children has deteriorated to this point where everybody's getting a piece of this action right now. Mm-hmm. The kid's about to get it. He done called her everything under the sun. I don't know. I can't even go back and say the words, because he said she on money, something. And so the child is crying now, because now you talk about mama and you don't call mama something. And so we are going through things, and some of us have not been trained, have not gone through courses, have not gone through mediation or therapy to deal with the situations that we are dealing with. And so those things fester inside of us, and we don't know how to let those things out productively. And so what do? We're like a bull in a china shop, and we're going to tear up everything, and everybody around us going to get a piece of this. And so I'm not sure if the mom was driving the car, but I always say, be careful what you say, because what you say could come back to harm you in the court of law. Yep. Because this right here seems like evidence to me. And I'm not sure if she was setting him up, but he sure fell for a hook, line, and sinker. Oh. Because he done made the children cry. He done called the mom out, everything under the sun, in front of the children. Mm-hmm. So now we have to deal with that. Mm-hmm. You've got young men now that hear dad call mom all kinds of names. So is it okay for us to do that too? So you see where I'm going with this. Regardless of the fact that what happened between her asking for money, because we could go somewhere else with that one, because I know how that feels. I'm already giving you child support. Now you want more money. Hold on a minute. I'm doing my part. The child lives with you. If you want more money, send the child with me, and I can take care of the child. I can do it myself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But to take it out on the child and to call the mom all kinds of names, I can't roll with that, Chanel. I'm sorry. I mean, I can't.
Well, where did you feel like the mom was asking him for money?
He said it. He said it at the beginning. I don't want to play it again.
The child was asking him, but the child was calling him to find out if he was coming to get them. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. You want to go back again? We'll do it again. This is gonna be we can, because I know that he was upset about he was saying that after all I do for you, she puts me on child support. So he didn't want to get the kids, because obviously when the kids are with him, he got to take care of them, which again, that's part of why your child support is the way it is. You get the kids 10 days out of the month. So of those 10 days, you take care of them on those 10 days. Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't ever get your kids, your child support may be different.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand that. But I think this is like a combination of things. They want to spend. He's supposed to come get them, and then she's also asking for more money because he flat out said at the beginning, "I'm not getting," and she don't ask me for money. Bloop bloop bloop. So all this stuff was a culmination of everything all at once. This is like a perfect storm, and it all met when he was on that phone call right there. And so a lot of stuff. I don't. I'm not one for the words because we have to think about the effect that we have on our children. Yes, you might not get along well with the mother, but at the end of the day, those still your children. The two of you chose to lay down and do the thing you all did to make those kids. And so now you all two not together, and we know people grow apart. Mm-hmm. But can we make it amicable? Mm-hmm. amicable. You know the word.
Yeah.
You know how I spell it.
Yeah.
So what happens is because this is not about us. Mm-hmm. And regardless of the fact she might be money hungry, mm-hmm. and it could be true. So two things can be true at the same time and still be wrong. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She could have been calling to set him up. Call your daddy, mm-hmm. because she knew how he was going to act, and it's recorded. So that's why I'm telling you, Chanel. I think there was more to this than we think it is, because I think this was a setup. She knew how he's going to react, and he fell for it.
Well, I will say this as a mom, Kev. I'm constantly saying, there's certain things I'm going to do. And when I'm done what I feel like I need to do, call your dad. Because you're not asking your dad. I know you're not asking your dad these things that you're asking me for. And so we actually had that conversation. I said, do you ask your dad about all these things that you asked me for? Mm-hmm. No, they don't. Yeah.
They know who to go to.
Exactly. So in this case, we can paint all kinds of different scenarios. Yeah. However, if she said, I done paid all the bills, my bills are caught up, you got shoes on your feet, you got mm-hmm. clothes on your back, you got food at home, we don't got McDonald's money.
Yeah.
And she said, call your dad.
Yeah.
What did the kid do? He got a rude awakening. He called him on the wrong day. That's for sure.
Well, that stuff has been building up. And so, but she probably knew how he was too. And so, mm-hmm. and she probably gave those kids a dose of what she probably been dealing with. And so, because she probably was saying, I'm tired of dealing with this. You call your daddy. Because mm-hmm. she knows how he's going to. And he probably was going to come pick him up too until they got that phone call. And so there it went downhill. And they're in their little school uniforms coming from school. And mama done set him up. And now everybody going to be mad tonight.
That's it. Everybody gonna be mad.
Yeah, because if it's his time for visitation and he don't come get them, so now that gets added on to everything. And he didn't come get them when it was his weekend, and I had stuff to do, and I had to take out my pocket and do this, and this all gets added up. Because people are vindictive out there, and you have to know how to play the game. You have to know how to play the game, and you have to learn how to what? Communicate. You have to learn to communicate. Don't put your kids in the middle of y'all situation in the first place. Don't go, and like you said, go call your daddy. No, well, wait a minute. Maybe we need to send a message. Send a text message and say, hey, can you do this? Or would you mind doing this? All they can do is say no. If he says no, now if he put it in all caps, he might be yelling no. But we have to learn how to get along for the sake of our children, at least until they're grown and adults and got their own kids, because this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good to me from all sides right now, because the child is crying, and if mom is sitting there recording it, she's no better for it herself either, and he's no better for cursing and calling mom all of her name in front of the children. That's all I got.
You make an excellent point, Kev, because again, number one, most likely she was the one. Somebody was recording it, and I will be honest with you. Even if I was trying to catch him in something or whatever, once he started doing that and I saw how it was affecting my child, I would have snatched that phone and hung up, because at the end of the day, nothing is worth you abusing my child in that way. Yeah. So have that conversation with me.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
So
true. Chanel, I think we beat this one down.
I think we did.
There's not much more we can say about this one right here, because I think he done said a mouthful, and so he done said everything under the sun. I'm going to do some work on the post edit on this one right here to get the bleepity bleeps out of this one. God, he let her have it. He didn't care. He let it fly. He would let them all fly. Everybody was getting some of this action today. Everybody getting some of this tongue lashing. They come out right. Pause. But
I'm done. I can't. I'm gonna say my part first. Because I can't right now.
All right, Chanel, let me get it out. All right. Hey, guys. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and notification button so y'all know when we put new content out there. And Chanel, I'm going to tell you people to stay safe and be blessed. And what you got for
Put God first in everything you do. You will be safe that way.
Unless you want some of this tongue lashing. We out.